Hey everyone, so this is Devlog number 4 of the gear game that I'm making right now. I'll just show you what I did so far. So with Q and E, I can zoom in and zoom out. Wow, really good. With Vasta, you can move around the screen. And then finally, if I click on the blue panel over there, I can select the gear and then if I click on the green I can select the another gear. Now this is here just as a temporary placeholder. I will have a different mechanic for choosing the gear, but for now let's stick with this. And as you can see, the gear is snapping to the grid, to the holes as you can see, and if I press the right mouse button I can place the gears, and I can place them anywhere on the grid. There is one thing that I can place gear on top of each other accidentally if I click twice over the same spot, which is bad. I have to remove that. As you can see, gears. I mean, you can still place the gear over here, but it will break the game. So what I've decided is I will make a delete mechanism so that I can delete the gears that I don't want. Now I can still connect this all gears train with this blue gear like this. So, and the most beautiful thing is if I click on this white, the gears are gone. But that's not the beautiful thing I'm talking about. I can now rotate any of this gear and other gears will rotate with it. Suppose if I choose this gear, I can just rotate it and leave it. Damn, it looks so satisfying to watch all these gears, and you can even zoom in on them. And it is so satisfying. I really love where this game is going. I know this game might not be interesting for some people, but if you enjoy or if you feel kind of satisfaction with this, I think some people might like it. But for now, I can even place the gears when this thing is still running. I can place it right over there and it just works. I think I will reduce the drag a little bit. My procedural method, which I was going before, it was not working quite well. So I think I'll go with this rigid body method. Even though I was first going on with this, I think I'll still go with it. I'm continuing with the rigid body. Now you can see it is rotating. Okay, so I think I should now let you know how I did the snapping thing. So before I start explaining how I did it, just a reminder, all these holes, they are 2 units apart from each other, not diagonally but adjacent, you can say. So let me just pause this. So here's the script on the gear visual. I think I have it on over there. So as you can see over here, let me just make a scene view over there. Okay, so button 1012 012 is over there. Whenever I click any of those two, I choose a gear, depending, and I get the child. Now what is this child? Well, in the gear visuals we have this two empties of the gear mesh. They don't have any rigid body or collider component to them because we don't need them on that. So I choose them depending upon these two buttons, and then I set it to a variable known as chosen gear. And then over here, as you can see, I have this edit mode. Now this edit mode is because of this panel over here, so I'm just setting it up to know that when I want to stop instantiating of my gears with the right mouse button. So that's over there. And then what I'm doing is after that, okay, so there I'm setting the edit mode on, turn on and off. So when my edit mode is on and it is a gear, then I go ahead and check if the chosen gear is null or not. If it is not, then I check if the grid position, as I said, this is 2 units apart. So my pointer position from the raycast, from my camera to pointer mouse position, it gets a position, and then I floor it, or you can say I round it to the minimum, and that minimum value I then use modulo. Now I tried using divide, but it just divides the number, it doesn't give the remainder. So what modulo does is modulo gives me the end result of the division. So with modulo, if it is even, which is divisible of 2, then this turns on true, and when it is true, I just take the position, which will be multiple of 2, and then I just set it to a variable. Now this is our visual gear position, and when I right mouse button, when I click that, I have a list of gears. So it goes through each one of those gears, and then my chosen visual gear, if this index is equals to the chosen visual gear index. Now this might be a little bit weird for you all, but chosen visual gear has the index. Now what get sibling index does is, suppose this script is sitting on visual gear. Okay, now what this will do is, it will suppose my chosen visual gear was 36, so its sibling index is 0 1. So starting from 0, what its index in the parent of gear visual, so that's what number goes in over here. So if 36 is selected from this list, I will select the one which is equal index with this one. Now what is this gear list? It is a variable, the object variable, and this gear list has prefab of these 2 gears over here. So if I chose 20, then the sibling index will be 0. So the first one over here is also 20, so that game object will be sent as the instantiation, and then my gear visual gear position is obviously the one which we calculated over here. The rounding rotation is just anything, just a literal Corotonian, and then I hope I said that right. And then the parent is actually the gear one. Now the reason why I gave this as a parent, because I am also thinking about adding a way to delete the existing gears. Suppose if you accidentally place a gear somewhere else, I mean obviously deleting is must in this type of game, so I will add that later. Now the reason why this devlog is so short, the tutorials they might be late, is because I am working as part-time and I'm also trying to do this tutorials. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please support me by subscribing, liking and sharing. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.